All right, Rob, One Strange Journey. Today we're going to be working on the cargo carrier. Step one of this project to getting the solar mini split EG4 mini split system installed on the RV. The first thing we needed to accomplish was a place to mount the outdoor unit. Nobody else on YouTube's doing this. Do a search. I've already did because I was looking for tips. I couldn't find nothing. So you're in the right place. We're going to start out today with the cargo carrier because we need to get that mounted on the back and we need to have it mounted there safely. If you go on Amazon and look, almost every one of these cargo carriers has issues. 5 to 10%, it seems like, whether it's $100, whether it's $400, had issues with bolts snapping, with bars breaking, falling off while they're going down the freeway. They just look very undependable. So today what we're going to do is we're going to see how we can make this one a little bit more sturdy, how we can make her strong and have it not snap off when we're going down the freeway, because we don't need that. It's like I said, the outdoor unit's going to be sitting on this puppy, along with maybe a few other things. I don't know. They say they're good for 500 pounds, and you read in the comments on the people that had it break on them, they didn't have 500 pounds on it. Let's get started. We're going to take this thing apart. We're going to kind of put it together, and then we're going to see where the stress points are and see what kind of bolts we can replace with, because I think the first step will be replacing the weak bolts so that they can't shear off. Step two will be doing some reinforcements on it, I hope. We're going to see if that's possible. So let's get going. I'll show you, I'll put a link in the description for this one. It wasn't the cheapest, it wasn't the most expensive. I was hoping it was kind of mid quality that I could modify and go from there. You know what I mean? Anyways, all right, Brandon, you gonna open this up for us? This is the box here that it came in. We haven't opened her up yet, so let's go ahead and open it up. There she is. You can tell right now I'm not loving how thin the expanded metal is, but I think it might do. Is it all one piece? All right. Yeah, put it that side up. Let's put it on the back of the truck.
Kind of heavy.
Yep, I got it. All right, so this is how it comes. Let's see about opening these sides up. And so here's our bag of bolts. Let's see what we got for the bolts in here, and we'll mock this thing up. We got some little plastic reflectors that came with them. Put those back in the box. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna mock this baby up, put all the bolts in it kinda, and just get it set up, and then we'll go from there. All right, so here we go. This is a major one right here. Major bolt that should be replaced, because that's going to have the most pressure on it right there. Definitely want this one replaced. We'll look into this one.
Mostly be like
basically almost everything we're going to replace. So this one right here, yeah, would go through here to hold her in, I guess. This one's only going to have like horizontal force on it here. Would probably be okay. We'll see how expensive the replacements are. Let's take one bolt of each. Let's go to Napa, see what we can get. All right, let's go. We'll be back in a second. We're gonna go get these bolts, get the mail. I'd bring you in with me, but I'm not a big enough YouTuber yet. But you can make that change if you hit that like button and subscribe. And then maybe I'll start embarrassing myself for you and getting those indoor shots.
do it.
Till then, you're getting a receipt when I'm done. That's about it. All right, we're back. Spent $27.54. Got all grade 8 hardware. Here's it all right here. So we're gonna go home. We'll crank those puppies down, and that'll be one improvement. I would like maybe to reinforce it, but for now, this is what we need to get it mocked on the back of the RV and get it ready for the outdoor AC unit. So let's go. we're back. Let me show you what we got. 4 little guys replaced. Here's the old one. And we got the new guys. Here's the 2. So these 4 right here are going to go on these 4 corners. Next is these 2 grade 8s that are going to replace that and that. Next is these 2, which are going to replace these 2 bolts here that hold it from tilting and whatnot, because I don't need to worry about it tilting. And then this big guy is what's going to hold it into the receiver on the RV. So I think the old one would have probably been fine for that. And this one looks a little thicker. Hopefully it's not. I also got some Loctite to use on these puppies. Let's get a heater going. Start with the 4 smaller ones. Now I would have used the red Loctite, but the only bottle size they had was pretty big, and it was 30-something bucks. So, went for the blue stuff. Got those guys. Let's do the other. Let me show you how this would normally work, but I'm gonna stop it because I don't need to pivot. So normally it would go like this, through, and then you'd have this little guy, keep it locked in. Just like that. It'd be locked in. And you pull this out, and you could do that with it. But we don't need that. We don't want it to go nowhere. And I'll tell you, it was one of these bolts, the pivot bolt, which must have been this bolt, was the one that was sheared off on a lot of reviews. So definitely, even if you're only going to do one, that would be the one to do. That looks good. You know, the only other thing that scares me, this weld right here broke, so I might drill a couple holes here through. I just put a couple more bolts through there because that won't do nothing but help it out and make it, there'll be less strain to no strain on that fella. See, one of the other areas I've seen people whine about was these little straps not being very strong. So I'm thinking, how could we, maybe with a 3rd piece across the middle, to the very edges, that would that would firm it up. It'd be nice if I could do a piece of tube steel like this across. I just don't know how I attach it to this middle guy very well. We could put a bar through the middle to strengthen that. I don't know. One spot I would like to strengthen up is maybe this guy. If I could get maybe a bar of steel through there to make that stronger. Anyways, we did something here. If you're gonna do a minimum, just do that. That would be great. We're gonna mount this puppy up. And as we think about it, while it's mounted up, we can add whatever we need. But if you want to just go to the hardware store, just ask for grade 8 bolts. Bring your bolts with you and ask to replace those. That's going to make a major difference. Step 1 complete, just about. We just got to throw her on the back of the RV. We're going to try to do that today. And I'll put a link in the description for this guy if you want to get one of these. It seems like it's pretty decent. A little bit to be desired on the, come up close over here. Let me show them, like, this is a little bit flexible. I wish this was stronger. I wish these were stronger. It's not, you know, it's not going to hold 1,000 pounds. 500 is what it says. Anyways, link in the description below. I searched on these things for hours. I think this is the best middle one. And I think by replacing these with grade 8s, I think that gets you over the top from the $400 ones. You want me to just stop recording or?
No, go ahead and keep recording.
Oh, shit. let's show how these things open. All right, I'm gonna actually show you. We're gonna put this on the back of the RV. Let me put it on the back of my truck just to kind of show you what she looks like. Can you help with that? I got it. Tell you what, one thing I noticed already is there's some wobble there. It's not bolted in right now. But that's how she would look in the back of the hitch. Now I feel like what I'm definitely gonna do is and then drill a hole through. And this will be on the back of the RV. I'm gonna get as close as possible. And there is an anti-wobble kit for the receiver. That might really reduce this. Here's how these little doors work. You have these little spring-loaded pins here. And then she swings open there. Same thing, spring-loaded pin here. Swings open. That can lay back, that can lay back. And then exact opposite, put her in. That's it. We just had the reflectors, but anyways, this is what she looks like. I don't like that, but I do think that the anti-wobble kit will help out in that. Plus, it's not even bolted in right now. Anyways, let me bolt her into the back of the RV and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna show you what we got going on to get it into the back of the RV. See, we're all the way up against the fence. I did buy this guy. I'll put a link in the description for it. I bought this guy here to kind of plug it in up here. It's going to hold it higher. Thing I don't like is we're also extending it back farther. So we're going to have to figure out what we think, if we need that or not. This is about a 7-inch supposedly extension to get it up to there. But like I said, it's also, instead of plugging in right here, now we're plugging in right here. That's almost a foot farther out the thing's going to be, so that sucks. We got to get this RV pulled forward. It's going to be a lot of drama just to do that.
Loud drama.
All right, hit stop. All right, y'all, we're back. We pulled the RV forward and put her on. I took that lift off the back, that piece, this guy right here. It was nice how it lifted it up higher, but it wasn't nice how it stuck it out so far back. I'm not willing to do that. Even right now, you'll see in the next video or two, I'm probably gonna cut this off and move it forward an inch or so. I don't know if it'll be worth it, but I feel like I'd just rather get it as close as possible. And we still might do some reinforcing, but this right here is very important, this guy, and it's not on there perfect right now, because you can see it's kind of crooked. It's just on there for testing, and this guy's not bolted down at all. It's finger tight, so. But you can see with that anti-wobbler on there, now there's some rattling that happens. That kind of stuff, not a big deal. Won't be hearing that when I'm driving down the road. Yep, this is how it is. Let me get, kind of see there. I've dragged the hitch over here before, so it kind of worries me. I think we'll be okay. I'll carry that guy around in case I ever need to raise it up, because I'm in a sticky situation. But you can see how it kind of angles up and out anyways. So I think we'll be good. We're just gonna make it stick in a little bit farther. When I run a bar or two to help strengthen that up, I'll show you guys when I do that. But for now, I think we're good. Definitely worth the 27 bucks to get all hardened screws, grade 8, whatever you want to call them. I definitely think that's going to help it out. We'll go with that for now. And once I put the unit in there, we'll reassess, see how much strengthening we want to do. Appreciate you watching. Not the most exciting content, but if you're going to buy one of those carriers, you might want to try this. Could make a life and death decision. You know, could you imagine that puppy falling off going 60 miles an hour down the freeway? Anyways, all right. If I could get a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, that would be spectacular. We'll talk to you later. Bye.